Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Into the secondary past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Well, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you've got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number one.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has three options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
First down, Murray. And this is caught off a deflection. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Now that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense, and in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and a couple, Murray steps away to his left, and he slings one that's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Murray going to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Convert points on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a give right side. Noel. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. That's good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. There he goes left side. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for him now as they kick it away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he returns this to the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On 2nd down now, Noel. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Tackle made there by Buda Baker. on 2nd and 16. Jackson. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They go play action with Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
On 1st down, Noel. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a throw here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Jackson to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
After the turnover, here's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Murray. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check it back. Check it back. Watch 36 to Mike. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
That's pulled in at the 32. Pushing his way through. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Tucker's kick is good. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it, the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A final shot before half for Murray. Dancing to his left. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. From the 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Working with his 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Noel finding some room at midfield. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 32-yard line. 94 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Jackson apparently a little unsure of things, so he'll call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On 2nd down, Noel. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
To throw is Jackson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the third. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 52 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
A quick throw complete out to Isabella. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now Murray. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Right back to him on 1st down. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run on 1st down. Noel. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Shotgun now from Murray. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
To throw is Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Justin Matabike in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game.
Green. Watch that creeping. Safety's creeping. Like 41. We got to wedge that. Double up. 41 Mike.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll keep it on the ground. Noel, he's to the 10, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
The score, Ravens 24, Cardinals 17.
Tucker now to kick it away. Touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
And they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw is Murray. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line. Come on. Check.
Back to throw. Murray steps away. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
At their 48-yard line.
A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Murray to throw. Buying time to his left. His throw incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Check 37. Watch out.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Easy.
Now Murray sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He'll look to throw. Out to his left. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. Rolling to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Ravens, they continue.